Have you heard about the mysterious giant structure beneath the sea in Japan? Located near Yonaguni Island, this massive underwater step-like formation lies about 25 meters below the surface, resembling the ruins of an ancient civilization. These enormous stones are neatly arranged in layered steps, leading some to believe it could be even older than the Egyptian pyramids, possibly over 10,000 years old. Professor Kimura of the University of the Ryukyus spent more than 30 years conducting underwater surveys himself, pointing out that these massive step-like stones display characteristics of artificial design, challenging our understanding of the origins of human civilization. Today, let us explore this mysterious underwater structure known as the Japanese Atlantis, and see how nature and ancient civilization intertwine to create this breathtaking submerged city.
Have you heard about that mysterious giant structure beneath the sea in Japan?
Are you talking about the spectacular underwater formation near Yonaguni Island? This massive step-like structure lies about 25 meters deep, resembling an astonishing work of natural art. It has drawn the attention of countless divers and scientists. Composed of enormous stones arranged in neat layered steps, it looks like the ruins of an ancient civilization. Many believe it could be evidence of prehistoric human civilization, while some scientists argue that the steps might simply be the result of natural geological processes.
Yes. Some even say it could be older than the Egyptian pyramids, over 10,000 years old.
This massive step-like underwater structure near Yonaguni Island has indeed captured the attention of many researchers. Professor Masaaki Kimura, a marine geologist at the University of the Ryukyus, has spent over 30 years diving and studying this mysterious site. He believes the stones are arranged so neatly and regularly that it is extremely difficult to explain them as natural formations. Professor Kimura points out that the lines and angles within the structure show signs of artificial design, completely unlike typical rock layers or coastal erosion features.
Wait, are you saying it might be man-made?
Exactly. While the Egyptian pyramids, standing 146 meters tall, still awe the world after 4,500 years, the step-like underwater formation near Yonaguni Island may belong to a civilization twice as ancient. Though only about 25 meters high and seemingly modest, this submerged site could predate all known civilizations. Discoveries like this challenge conventional historical perspectives and make us wonder if the origins of human civilization are far older and more mysterious than textbooks suggest.
What does it actually look like?
The underwater structure near Yonaguni Island measures about 250 meters east to west, 150 meters north to south, with a vertical height difference of up to 25 meters. This massive ruin features straight lines and nearly perfect 90-degree angles, with a precise layered stepped platform resembling an underwater pyramid, truly astonishing. Moreover, some eyewitnesses even claim to have seen the outline of a giant face sculpture on the surface of the structure, adding to its mystery.
That's incredible. How do geologists explain it?
Early on, the scientific community was largely skeptical about the Yonaguni underwater structure. Professor Robert Schoch, a geologist at Boston University, believes that these straight lines and stepped formations are actually natural phenomena, created by rock stratification, natural fractures, and long-term erosion from ocean currents, not man-made. Professor Satoshi Iwabuchi from Tokyo University of Marine Science and Technology also analyzed it academically, pointing out that the formations lack typical signs of human workmanship, making it difficult to confirm them as relics of an ancient civilization.
Then why does Professor Makimura insist it's man-made?
Professor Makimura personally dived near Yonaguni Island and conducted over 30 years of in-depth investigation. He concluded that these mysterious structures could not have formed naturally. Water flow in front of the straight walls is unusually smooth, indicating unique hydraulic characteristics. Even more astonishing, the platforms extend in a regular pattern, with smooth, precise surfaces that contrast sharply with the rough, irregular surrounding rocks. In 1999, Professor Makimura publicly stated that the structures show clear traces of human activity and are very likely the remains of an ancient civilization.
What other research has he done?
In 2006, Professor Makimura established the Underwater Ruins Research Society, dedicated to thoroughly investigating the mysterious underwater structures near Yonaguni Island. Over many years, he and his team conducted diving surveys and created a complete structural map of the underwater city. The most striking feature on the map is a massive pyramid-shaped main structure, measuring 290 meters long, 120 meters wide, and 26 meters high, truly imposing. Surrounding the main structure are clearly defined circular pathways, 5 smaller buildings, and features interpreted as roads, castles, triumphal arches, and even a stadium. The overall layout is highly symmetrical, appearing far more like a carefully planned ancient city than a product of natural erosion or geological changes.
Do other scholars accept this view?
Although the Yonaguni underwater structures have attracted widespread attention, the mainstream academic community still favors the natural formation explanation. Archaeologist Richard Pearson from Columbia University points out that no large-scale settlement sites have been discovered nearby, making it difficult to support the existence of such a massive architectural complex with a corresponding population and social organization. Geologists argue that structures interpreted as roads or arches are likely just natural fractures, tectonic shifts, or long-term erosion caused by seawater. Additionally, some researchers have used radiocarbon dating on coral attached to the rocks, yielding ages of 2,000 to 3,000 years, but this only reflects when the coral grew, not when the stone structures themselves were built.
How does Professor Makimura estimate the construction period?
Professor Makimura bases his estimate on ancient sea level changes. The Yonaguni structures are indeed man-made. They would have had to be constructed in a prehistoric era when sea levels were low enough to allow for construction. Geological studies indicate that after the end of the last glacial period, massive ice melts caused sea levels to rise rapidly, submerging many low-lying areas. Therefore, the suspected ruins were likely built over 10,000 years ago, thousands of years before the rise of Sumerian civilization and the Egyptian pyramids. If this is true, it could completely overturn our understanding of the development of human civilization.
What does this mean?
If this discovery is genuine, the Yonaguni underwater ruins could completely overturn our understanding of the origins of human civilization. Its age might be comparable to Göbekli Tepe in Turkey, or even older, suggesting that a highly developed yet forgotten ancient civilization may have existed on Earth long before the rise of known civilizations. As for the statues, they are equally fascinating. Divers have reported seeing carvings resembling human faces, some describing them as imperial visages, majestic, elevated, and solemn. While it's impossible to confirm whether they were man-made, the symmetry and precise lines stand in stark contrast to natural erosion. If these faces were indeed crafted by ancient humans, they might represent deities, rulers, or a glorious history forever sealed by the sea.
How does the scientific community view this?
While mainstream academia still leans toward the natural formation explanation, attributing the Yonaguni structures to seawater erosion, tectonic movements, and other natural forces, Professor Makimura's decades of diving surveys revealed geometric patterns, straight walls, 90-degree angles, and stepped platforms that are difficult to classify simply as natural phenomena. Consequently, an increasing number of scholars and researchers favor a hybrid theory. The site may have originally been a natural geological formation, later modified by ancient humans for use as a city, altar, or other purpose. This mix of natural and human-made features is similar to adapted-to-site architectural styles seen in other ancient ruins.
So, the natural rock was worked on by an ancient civilization?
Exactly. The Yonaguni underwater ruins may well be the product of both nature and civilization. The rock's original parallel layers and fractures formed initial platforms and steps over time through erosion. Ancient intelligent humans then sculpted and modified these features, creating the geometric structures we see today. This compromise explanation is gaining traction because it respects the possibility of natural geological processes while acknowledging that prehistoric humans may have possessed considerable architectural and planning skills.
This sounds like a real-life Atlantis.
The Yonaguni underwater ruins, with their spectacular and mysterious structures, have been dubbed Japan's Atlantis by the media. This nickname reflects not only their visual and historical impact but also the limits of our understanding of the origins of human civilization. Whether eventually proven to be natural formations or prehistoric ruins, they remind us that the Earth still holds countless unsolved mysteries.
Do you believe it's naturally formed or the work of an ancient civilization?
If there truly was a highly developed civilization older than any known record, it would completely rewrite the narrative of human history. This isn't just about being a few thousand years earlier, it challenges the very definition of civilization. From Mesopotamia, Egypt, to the Indus Valley, we've long thought civilization began with agriculture, bronze tools, and city-states. But if large-scale architecture, city planning, and even religious practices existed 10,000 years ago, humanity's intelligence and organizational capabilities at the end of the Ice Age were far beyond what we currently recognize.
Has Professor Kimura's conclusion been accepted?
The true nature of the Yonaguni underwater ruins remains highly controversial. Many scholars consider Kimura's perspective as leaning too heavily toward the man-made theory and overly subjective. However, supporters cite a series of striking features: the orderly stepped structures, nearly perfect 90-degree angles, surface markings resembling human carving, and the complex symmetrical layout of the overall construction. These details differ significantly from structures formed by natural erosion.
Could it be related to a Pacific supercontinent civilization?
Some scholars have proposed a shocking hypothesis, that in prehistoric times the Pacific region, including mainland Japan, Okinawa, and Taiwan, was once part of a vast contiguous landmass, home to a highly advanced ancient civilization. This ancient continent might not only have been a crucial cradle of early human civilization but also possessed sophisticated urban planning and advanced architectural technology. Over time, due to geological shifts and frequent seismic activity, these ancient civilization sites gradually sank beneath the sea, forming the mysterious underwater structures we see today.
Could it just be a coincidence that natural formations just happen to resemble man-made structures?
In theory, these underwater structures could be natural, but considering their geometric precision, symmetry, and complex stepped platforms, pure coincidence seems extremely unlikely. These formations display straight lines, nearly perfect 90-degree angles, and obvious traces of artificial carving and columnar holes, all concentrated within the same area, making it hard to ignore the intelligence behind them.
Are we perhaps too narrow in our understanding of history?
Absolutely. The historical record of human civilization that we currently have may just be the tip of the iceberg. With advancements in technology and marine exploration, more underwater structures are being discovered. Sites like this mysterious underwater ruin remind us that countless secrets remain hidden beneath the ocean. These ancient submerged constructions challenge conventional historical understanding and could potentially rewrite the story of human civilization's origins.
So in the end, do you believe it's naturally formed or the work of an ancient civilization?
I lean toward a compromise. Nature provided the terrain and an ancient civilization utilized and modified it, creating the underwater city we see today. It respects both the power of nature and the traces of intelligent civilization.
Hearing you say that makes me want to dive right in and see it for myself. If you enjoy exploring these mythic stories, remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. We'll continue to take you on journeys to uncover the unknown.
Me too. Whether it's a natural wonder or the ruins of a civilization, this place is truly one of the most mysterious treasures in human exploration history.